Hi everyone, number one Marmaduke fan here. I just saw that someone put a Scooby-Doo comic in the donation pile at the Little Free Library, so I figured, what the heck? We greatly appreciate Great Danes here at the number one Marmaduke fan show. And there's nothing really special about this comic, but there are a couple little fun things I want to point out. So it's Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Number 48. The first story is completely forgettable. It just involves Shaggy getting some bad luck from an ancient Tiki, and then nothing really comes of it. The second story has a couple little fun nods to comics culture. Now, this is a little bit too meta. They did these list of names, and I noticed Steve Kingman, like Stephen King, and I figured, oh, maybe these are supposed to be like real life Hollywood people or something, or comic book artists. And it turns out there is just this meta thing where they keep having these characters show up in Scooby-Doo comics, but they look different every time. And this guy, Tim Savine, is supposed to be like Tim Savini, some Hollywood makeup artist. I had to go to Scoobypedia to figure some of this stuff out. And there was this real fun little homage to Mike Mignola as Mike Magnolia. And I wonder if they actually got him to draw that or just aped his style a little. Oh, aped his style. I bet they're aping his style to get that. So anyway, the comic itself is kind of forgettable, but there was some interesting little bonus stuff at the end, which is of interest to me. This isn't the first thing, but what the heck, this is kind of fun. So when they were celebrating the 75 years of Batman, they had some factoids and a quiz. What is Batman's secret identity? This is the anti-fake geek girl, anti-fake geek guy quiz, y'all. What is the name of Batman's butler? What was the first Robin's secret identity? Can you name the city where Batman lives? What are the names of Batman's parents? Now, this is the tough one. Bonus crazy hard question. Appearing in Detective Comics number 29, who was the first supervillain that Batman ever faced? I guessed wrong. I have read this comic. It was re-released in, I think, the greatest Batman stories ever told back in the 90s. They had these nice sets collecting great Batman stories and great Joker stories from multiple eras. So I guessed Doctor Strange at first, but it wasn't Doctor Strange. Google could tell you what that one is. I just encourage you to go pick up probably any good omnibus of old Batman stories will have that one in it. And there's a Batman mask you can cut out, but ask a parent for help. So what I like about this is they're actually doing kind of fun stuff for kids, where the comic, it isn't like this treasured thing you're going to keep forever. It's something fun you read and maybe has a few games at the back. They have a little few details on the Joker. And here's what I really liked. They've got some kids' art. They have instructions for kids on how to submit their art. I almost wonder if this kid is watching Crayon Shin-chan or something, because that's how the artist of Crayon Shin-chan draws chins. It's hard to say Crayon Shin-chan chins all in one sentence. But and then this was an artist I was thinking of a while ago, but forgot about. So it's Lil Gotham, Dustin Nguyen. So I really love that DC is trying stuff like this and putting it out there. Dang it, I thought I silenced notifications on this phone. I'm sorry, everybody. So what I think I might do is I might start reviewing more kids comics as a way of maybe transitioning this channel into being a way for parents to get recommendations for their kids. I'm slowly transitioning behind the scenes to trying to buy more digital comics so I can wean myself off the phone. And I think it'd be a good idea to give parents a guideline for what kind of comics would be age appropriate for young emerging readers so that they can take them to the comic shop as kind of a family thing. And then a few little ads for characters. Now, I don't know if DC is still doing this. I'm going to look this up and see if DC is still doing this, because when I'm working as an art tutor, I might actually encourage young people I work with to submit their art of these characters to DC Comics. So, solid. I just wanted to call attention to this and say this is something I like, and this is something I hope DC continues to do in more than just like the goofy Scooby-Doo comics. I wouldn't mind if they did this, maybe not like in the hard-edged, Batman metal events for adults, but the regular Batman comic. Have a couple pages at the end where you can feature work by kids who love Batman and Robin. Anyway, so this was fun.
I'm number one Marmaduke fan, and I'll be catching you guys later. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, too much rigorum, too much spoilerum, and too much tangentum. I love you guys.